So it's a little past 5 in the morning. I am on my way to LAX. I've kind of got a story for you guys. You'll probably remember about a week and a half ago now, I found that UWC prototype. And so a couple days later, I was talking to the guy that I had bought that cart from. And we were going over how crazy this whole thing's been. I had known years ago, he had said that he had a NWC cart that he had sold, and I, kind of jokingly went, "Wow, it's a shame you didn't have two." And he said, "Actually, I did." Apparently, at one point, he gave a second NWC Gray cart to a coworker of his, and that was it. And so he said, "Well, hang on a minute, let me hit him up just for fun, see where it is." Maybe 5 minutes later, I get a text from this coworker of his that still has that NWC Gray. So over the course of, I don't know, 3 or 4 more days, we came to an agreement for this NWC Gray cart. It's an untracked cart as far as I know. Anyway, he's based out of Seattle, and I am on my way to LAX right now to get on a plane to go up to Seattle and open this thing in SeaTac and make sure it's real, and then hopefully fly home with it later today. So I will hit you guys up when I am in the airport. So I've got like 2 hours to kill. I made it to LAX with a lot of time to spare. So, but better that I just kind of hang out than have to worry about not making this flight, because, super nervous about all the pieces lining up to bring this cart home. So, I'm gonna go grab something to eat, and I'm gonna hang out for a bit. Alright, here we are in Seattle. One thing I want to mention is this whole thing's going down in the airport. I'm not actually leaving SeaTac. So, so we're gonna open the cart and make sure it's real, and then I'm just gonna get back on a plane. I have no intention of filming the seller. I keep these deals extremely private, mostly to protect them. I expect to see lots of footage of the cart in a few minutes, but none of the actual sellers. Well guys, here it is. I did get the opportunity to open it up, and while we were having lunch, I have verified that the cart is legitimate. I'll take it out again when we get home, but for now I've got a couple hours to kill in SeaTac before heading home. So thanks for coming on this adventure with me. This is the next day. We're back in the game room. I was gonna try to push this video out last night, but I was just a wreck. It was a very long day yesterday. I just wanted to give an opportunity to show the cart a little bit more closely. People are always concerned that these things are fake, so I just wanted to show you the cart in some more detail so you can get a real good idea of what the label looks like, what the board looks like. And so let's take this thing apart together. This is not easy to do, filming yourself, so I apologize for that. So I already know that these EEPROMs are not masked, so I'm doing this in a fairly poorly lit room on purpose. You can, too much UV, and you can delete an EEPROM. Oh, I also thought it was important to mention that this is not the copy that was found by Metal Jesus and Pink Gorilla Games over this last week. I know a lot of people were just like, "Oh my god, you bought that copy?" No, this is not that same copy. One telltale sign. I know it's difficult to see that the label is actually not bubbling at all, because again, let's see if I can catch some light. There we go. So you can see there's very little bubbling. The dimpling that you do see happens on all of them. It's just the way that the stickers, or that the labels were. But as far as the actual pronounced bubbling that you see on some of the carts, this cart has none. The really obvious label damage here is there's actually a little tiny piece missing right there, where it's just worn through. But other than that, the top label is stuck down. That was Oh, come on, camera. There you go. The top label is stuck down well. It's never been reapplied. The seller did tell me that, you know, once he had gotten it from his coworker, he put it in a box and there it stayed until I asked about it, and that he had never actually opened the cart because he had no reason to. So the first time that this cart was opened was earlier, where I showed you that screenshot of me holding the board in the airport. That was the first time that this cart's been opened by someone who was not involved in the Nintendo World Championships. All right, so let's open it up. Again, I'm sorry for the light, but these EEPROMs are not masked. But here you go. And there you go. There's the board. So yeah, this is NWC copy 208. And I also already, I'll put up a screenshot, but I also already tested it just to make sure it works. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for always showing an interest in these kinds of things, and I will talk to you soon. Please remember to take a second and like and subscribe to this channel for more things like this. I am constantly working with sellers of this caliber, and hopefully I'm going to continue to be able to unearth and share things that you might not see every day. So if you're into that sort of thing, stick around and I'll get you more.